You know, Doris, when we think of these teams, we think offense. What kind of game do you anticipate this being?
This is going to be a lot of fun because you've got highly skilled offensive players on both sides. Neither team will take a possession off. Thirsty scores. It's going to be punch, counter punch all night long.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Reddish out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Caruso in at the 1 spot.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's Caruso. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Isaac a screen on Young. Caruso, the pass to Isaac. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
This is encouraging to see Jonathan Isaac finish through contact. He obviously will fill out that frame and add some weight, but the balance really impressive.
Here's Herter. He's covered by Isaac. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Tom Thibodeau. D.A.?
Well, Kevin, speed will be on display this evening. He told his players get out and transition every chance they get and try to turn this into a track meet. We'll see if they can have their running shoes on tonight. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Reddish. Out to Doncic. Passes it to Embiid. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Isaac. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Herter passes to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Capella. He dishes it to Young. Collins a screen on Doncic. Herter, no good. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Doncic kicks to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
This guy has been elite as a passer since he entered the league. He takes pride in making the guys around him better.
Here's Herter. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Capella dishes to Young. The pass to Herter. Capella with a screen on Doncic. Knocks it loose. Pass to Herter. Clock at 4. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. The drive by Doncic.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Herter passes to Capella. Dishes to Young. To the paint. Collins kicks to Capella. 5 on the clock. Here's Herter. Knicks with the rebound. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And they swept this club in the regular season, but ended up falling to them in the playoffs.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Well, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
Now Young, after the missed 3 from John Collins. And it's off from three-point range. Doncic feeling it out. Going inside. Embiid finds Doncic. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Here's Herter, guarded by Doncic. Capella with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Capella sets a screen for Young. Lob pass to Capella. Doncic with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. And stolen by Hunter. Here's Herter. And it's blocked.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
He gets it in there.
Listen, we all know Luka Doncic can score, but equally impressive to me is his playmaking ability.
So for New York, their last game a win against Phoenix. And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. And Greg, when it comes to load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of sport has evolved, and it's not just the athlete. It's the technology and the science that goes into making a better athlete. That's why you're seeing load management far more acceptable to the masses now, understanding that this is about the long game.
Here's Hunter following the basket by Cam Reddish. Hunter with it. Isaac picks him up. And the rejection by Embiid.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Reddish the pass to Caruso. And here's Doncic from the arc. No good that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. Now Young. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. In the corner, Collins with it. Capella, the pass to Hunter. Capella sets a screen for Hunter. The Hawks again can't hit. The Knicks leading by 3. Here's Doncic. We saw him with 29 points last game. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Capella.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
In the corner, it's Hunter. Can they get it? The putback. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Herter. He kicks it to Capella. Pass to Collins. Shoots. Back to Capella. From the arc. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Herter. Herter's got the game tied up here for Atlanta.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Caruso, the pass to Doncic. It's good. It's his 2nd basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Now, here's Okongwu. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
DeLon Wright proving that he is an excellent decision maker on the offensive end. Teammate open, let me find him.
Here's Caruso. Pass to Doncic. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. A moment now to check out some numbers for DeLon Wright. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Wright. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And the Hawks lead by 2. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Atlanta.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
Inside. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start
buckling down.
Here's Caruso. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Out to Doncic. And the Knicks miss again.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Right, left side. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's his second foul, and he can't afford to pick up a third.
A different look for New York. Whiteside's checked in for Embiid. Johnson comes in for Reddish. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Alex Caruso. Gallinari is screened. Here's Bogdanovic. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Johnson. And Doncic, here we go. Misses from close range.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And here is Wright. Chang with a screen on Doncic. And here's Bogdanovic for 3. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Knicks trail by 4. Dunn looking over the floor. Driving inside. Right against Whiteside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Over to the wing. Dunn outside. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. The Hawks leading by 4. Down low. The pass to Jang. It's right on the wing. Jang with the screen for Wright. A 3 from Bogdanovic. That one, no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. The offense still waking up here a little bit. Hawks ahead, up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Knicks trail by 4. Collins is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Okongwu. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Young in at the point guard. So that's the Hawks 5. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. The Knicks shooting just 31% in the game. Done outside. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. Johnson against Hunter. Embiid, the pass to Vanderbilt. 6 to shoot. That 3 off the mark. The Hawks leading by 7. Hunter dishes to Young. Overdone. Young's shot is off.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league. They are just killing them on the interior.
For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." Guys, they are poised to be good for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks. Now here's Embiid. After the miss from Trae Young. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to just one on the bucket from Embiid.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers, done showing great vision.
To the middle, here's Collins. It's rebounded by New York. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Out left to the wing. And they double up Embiid. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
And Young kicks to right. Collins, a screen on Dunn. Young looking it over. Pass to Okongwu. It's stolen by Johnson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Ahead. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. The Hawks trail by 4. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So for the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for DeLon Wright. Whiteside's checked in for the Knicks. Young against Dunn. Here's Capella. Paxson coming off the assist from Young. Capella's got his first bucket in this one.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Knicks.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That's his first foul. A different look for New York. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. And Doncic is subbed in for Buddy Hield. Now, here's Doncic. D right on him. Over in the corner, Isaac. And they recover it. Goes back up. And Doncic finishes inside. Doncic has got 6 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Bobbed up there for Collins. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. And here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top rebounding teams this season. Number 1, the Knicks.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the ranking.
And it's Doncic missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
The feed to Hunter. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Isaac using every bit of that 6'10 frame to send it back.
Capella, the pass to Young. Just 4 to shoot. His 3-pointers off the mark. Knicks on offense. This run now up to 13-2. On the wing, Isaac. Back to Doncic. Right side a screen. The drive by Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, that's about decision making and being comfortable in the pick and roll. For Luka, he's been there and done that.
Down against Young. Capella with a screen on Dunn. Young. Tries again. Goes up again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Great initiative from Capella there. Seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New York.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
As something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Gorgie Dang comes in for John Collins. And it's Bogdanovich in for DeAndre Hunter. And here's Jang after Luka Doncic hitting the three. Here's Young. Basket good. Young's got 5.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 11. It's tipped. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Danilo Gallinari.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now Bogdanovich after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Jang with a screen on Johnson. Young with no one around. Hits it from three-point range. And now it's just a 4-point New York lead. Isaac outside. Back to Doncic. Takes it inside. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Herter passes to Capella. Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. Passes it to Jang. Capella sets a screen for Bogdanovich. And taken away by Johnson. Isaac finds Doncic. And stolen by Bogdanovich. In the corner. Herter with it. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Here's Doncic. Pass to Caruso. Back to Doncic. New York moving the ball around. And that one's good. Caruso. Caruso's got the lead up to 9 now for the Knicks.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Jang with a screen on Johnson. Bogdanovich goes in. You know, Doris, some of these star players are so skilled. If you were playing, which of those skills do you think would be the most fun?
I'm selfish. I want to. I want to be one of those guys who steps across half court and immediately is within range. So the range shooting would be the first. But I also want to be that freak athlete who everybody's terrified. When I get above the rim, I'm just putting it down on your head.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. The Knicks also changing it up. Embiid, he's checked in for Whiteside. Vanderbilt comes in for Isaac. And it's Reddish in for Johnson. Reddish the pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
Jang with a clean look. And the 3 off target.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And they double up Embiid. Here's Vanderbilt. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. And it's a 12-point Knicks lead.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Bogdanovich looking around. Gallinari, a screen on Doncic. Shot clock at 5. And the wide open shot from Reddish. And again, it's New York.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
There's 1:26 left now here in the second. Now the pass to Herter. Young, right side. Back to Herter. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Embiid's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Doncic passes to Vanderbilt. Back to Doncic. 58 seconds left in the first half of the game. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. It's a 16-point game. Kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to Chang. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Here's Vanderbilt. Here's Reddish. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Atlanta's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. To stop the run, and it's good on the layup. Young's got 10 points.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
And Doncic gets it to go. And the Knicks lead by 18.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Young passes to Herter. 1 second left, and finished off by Zhang.
Well, how about the aggressiveness at the point of attack? Zhang finishing like he means it.
And so it's the New York Knicks in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their transition game has been in full effect. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, what has gone well for your team in the first half?
Started making plays, play unselfishly, force the defense to shift, attacking downhill, then make a play.
Your guys followed the instructions to the letter. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome. The first half is in the books, so let's check out the top performers for each team.
I mean, who doesn't love a five-star matchup like this? Both players showing their competitive nature, igniting their teammates' fire with these performances. Expect this level of play to continue in the second half.
And right now, let's talk about that monster first half for the New York Knicks.
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge where it counts on the scoreboard.
And that about does it for us. Now for the good stuff as we get set to resume the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Knicks, they've got Embiid. Reddish out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Doncic, and it's Caruso in at the point. The Hawks trail by 16. Here's Herter. 6 points for him. Hunter on the wing. Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Herter. 4 on the clock. Here's Caruso. Pass to Doncic. Now Reddish. Wing shot on the way. Got a piece of it.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Stolen by Collins. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Capella finds Young. Inside. And the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
New York leading by 14. The pass to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Over in the corner, Reddish. Caruso, the pass to Doncic. Reddish with the ball. No one near him. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one. So it's the Hawks now. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Herter. Ball's knocked loose. Isaac with the steal. Here's Embiid. Up and in on the layup. Embiid's got 12 points in the game.
And remember now, Embiid lost 20 pounds during the summer of 19. There, looking light on his feet in transition.
Now, here is Young. He's got 10. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. The dish now to Capella. Embiid with the steal. And now the Knicks on the break. Doncic leading the charge. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Young outside. Hunter, the pass to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Now, how about the strength and focus on that one? It's clear Hunter up to the challenge at finishing on a physical defense.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. And it's Wright in for Kevin Herter. Whiteside a screen on Young. Here's Dunn. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Young with the ball. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game. Down low. Here's Wright. Right side, Collins. Clock at 6. Back to Wright. And Whiteside sends it back. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
The Knicks making a switch here. Heald's checked in. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the New York Knicks. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Now, here's Dunn. They kick out to Hield. Back to Dunn. Vanderbilt the pass to Whiteside. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Here's Vanderbilt. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 4th assist in this one.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now, here is Young. He's got 10. Over Dunn, and it comes off the front of the rim. Passes to Vanderbilt. Now Johnson. A 3-ball. And again, New York with the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
So it's Atlanta now after New York gets the 3. And Young, here we go. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
Oh, just incredible. That spin shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot.
Now, here's Okongwu. Young finds Wright. Banked in off the glass. Wright's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
You have to account for Jelon Wright at the cup. This guy has good size at his position.
New York leading by 18. Now done. Healed outside. Fires the three. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
A volume three-point sniper. Hield realizes his role is to help space the floor with his shooting.
So for the Hawks, Jang, he's checked in for John Collins. Gallinari comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Trae Young. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Reddish, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. And let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. In the third spot, the Hawks. Number 5, the Knicks.
And they may be getting it done in slightly different ways, guys, but both of these teams are putting up a ton of points.
Here's Bogdanovic. The shot's good. Bogdanovic has got 5 now.
Well, Gorgui Dieng, as a big man, is an excellent passer. That's a pretty look.
Johnson outside. And here is Dunn. Here's Reddish. And Wright pulls it down.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And Whiteside sends it back. Dunn outside. Whiteside, a screen on Gallinari. Dunn attacking. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for New York.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Yeah, and one more stat that jumps out is their steal total. They have wreaked havoc on the defensive end.
And Wright throws it down hard.
Well, DeLon Wright taking advantage of that handle and that slithery ability to get through traffic. What a pretty drive.
The Knicks leading by 19. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jang. And then for New York, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Whiteside. Vanderbilt comes in for Johnson. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dunn. Now here's Hield. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Embiid against Capella. Nifty move. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Clint Capella. 4th in rebounding, 4th in blocks. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. Now here's Wright. He has 6. Outside, Bogdanovic. Pass to Gallinari. Now here's Capella. Right from outside. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And with the length Vanderbilt has, Doris, he can be a handful. Very impactful.
Yeah, he can. That wingspan on a power forward frame, he's got the opportunities now to let that work pay off. This guy is fearless on the floor.
Embiid nails the baby hook. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Okongwu with the screen for Bogdanovic. He kicks it to Capella, and the pass to Gallinari. Tipped away. Reddish the pass to Vanderbilt, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And Atlanta has possession. The Knicks making the shot. Bogdanovich with it, and it's Reddish picking him up. 6 on the shot clock. Okongwu with the screen for Bogdanovich. Kept alive. The second chance effort. And Embiid with the block. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Chicago Bulls.
And that game against the Spurs, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Okongwu. Pass to Hield. And here's Embiid. Back to Hield. This one for 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he hits the first of 3.
And very quietly, Hield is one of the best three-point shooters in our league, as dangerous as they come.
Whiteside's checked in for Joel Embiid, and he makes all 3. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Atlanta. Outside, Bogdanovich. Capella sets a screen for Bogdanovich. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Vanderbilt the pass to Reddish. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. He dishes it to Whiteside. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. That misses off the backboard. Gallinari up top. He's off on that one. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Knicks just dominating this one. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Zhang is out there with Collins. Then it's Williams. Then it's Johnson. And it's Luwawu in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Williams kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Over Doncic. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Isaac. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And just a couple years ago, Doris, it seemed, didn't it, like bigs were a dying breed in the NBA? Then last season, 2 of the top MVP candidates were centers.
There was so much conversation that true 5 men, the center position, was no longer in vogue. And then all of a sudden, look what happens. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid were neck and neck for long stretches of the season. Both 5 men, both highly skilled. To me, it's always about, can you play the game or can you not play the game? And those 2 men, they can play.
Some nice passing by New York here. On the wing, Doncic. He's guarded by Collins. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 19 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Williams. Passes it to Jang. Atlanta again missing.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Williams against Dunn. Back to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Luwawu for Atlanta. They've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Williams against Dunn. Here's Luwawu. Atlanta again missing. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in. New York calls timeout. And Greg, with recent legal results, more opportunities now for compensation for college athletes. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, there's enough money going around. I don't have a problem with the athletes getting a share, especially with the amount of time and effort and energy they have to commit. Let's take care of the guys. Let them enjoy the collegiate experience.
On the wing, Williams. To the paint, here's Johnson, and Johnson with the stop.
Over the course of his career, Lou Williams has really improved as a passer. That is nicely done.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. To the inside, and stolen by Jang. Johnson dishes to Okongwu. Back to Johnson from past the arc. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Doncic passes to Dunn. Back to Doncic. From 11 feet away, count that one. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
Consistent nightly scoring in the league is hard, but Luka Doncic showing he has the frame, the game, and the stamina to do just that.
Here's Luwawu. And the 3-ball is good.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Here's Doncic. Dunn sets a screen for Doncic, and Gorgui Dieng is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And Doris, in the landscape of the NBA, there are those organizations that seem to have a hard time building a winner. What is it they lack, in your opinion, that's holding them back?
Well, success in any field of endeavor usually involves a multi-pronged effort. So in the NBA, it starts with ownership. Are they committed to winning? Then you have to look at your front office. Do they do a good job drafting talent? Do they understand what goes into team building and quality trades? To the head coach, how modern is he and what is his philosophy? Down to it's about the players ultimately. Do you have the stars that can drive winning?
Now Williams, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Young's checked in for Atlanta. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
New York on D. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And Zhang kicks to Hunter. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And Embiid has said before that he wants to win Defensive Player of the Year. Love when he gives you that kind of effort.
Here's Caruso. Pass to Doncic. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I'm going back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key. And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Here's Young. The pass to Okongwu. Here's Luwawu. Zhang, a screen. He takes it in. And Luwawu gets it to go.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Here's Caruso, defended by Young. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Buries the long-range jumper. Doncic has got 9 points now in the quarter. Pass to Hunter. Here's Zhang. Kicks it to Hunter. Clock at 6. Going inside. The Knicks pull it in. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Caruso. Embiid inside. He's against Zhang. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, Doris, we see a lot of retired NBA players getting into ownership. Now there is some talk of current players getting some equity in teams. You see that happening?
You know, I'm not sure, to be honest with you, Kevin. What I love is retired players getting involved, whether it's Grant Hill, now Dwayne Wade, Shaquille O'Neal. They want to be in positions of ownership, and I think it's absolutely brilliant. But I do think I'd rather see current players just lock in on their careers than get involved in investing in current teams.
And stolen by Wright. And Wright throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Caruso kicks to Doncic. New York moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Embiid, the pass to Reddish. Over Hunter. Here's Embiid. Makes it off the glass.
Energy points from Embiid. Takes up lots of space at 7 feet 280 and just dominates the boards on both ends.
Now here's Wright. Hunter with it. In the corner, it's Zhang. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Caruso, the pass to Embiid. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer.
Here's Bogdanovich after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Zhang, no luck.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Doncic passes to Embiid. Can't get it to fall. Atlanta's shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Now, here's Hunter. Tight defense on him. And Zhang kicks to Bogdanovich. Zhang with a screen on Doncic. Offensive rebound. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Doncic. Here's Okongwu. Three-pointer, Hield. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And a new group in for the Knicks. Hawks shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Outside, Bogdanovich. We've got 1:28 left to play in the final quarter. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. The Hawks again can't hit.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Joel Embiid.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Now here's Wright, outside Bogdanovich. Hunter on the wing. Zhang with a screen on Johnson. For three, Hunter. It's rebounded by New York. And stolen by Wright. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Here with Luka. You got the W, so what did you think about your performance?
You know, we got to win against a team that is very competitive. You know, they go hard no matter what. You know, they're a great team.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.